right, people apparently can't seem to say or spell his name correctly. Bets were off for JSN to have the name of his award spelled correctly on his trophy. Ariel, the NFC claiming it was NFL claiming it was a spelling issue.
Yeah, you and I really slowed this video down for ourselves to look at it because they said that that first letter is an O, and that they just accidentally put an E after O for offensive.
Yeah.
But no, that is clearly defensive.
Yeah, that's a D right there. I don't know about that. So yeah, they were wrong there. And so you may wonder, how does this tie in to our King of the Bet segment? Well, in light of the latest blunder by the NFL involving JSN, we're going to talk bets on JSN in a moment. But first, it's time to bring in our betting man himself, Dusty Baker, who officially has joined the team here at King 5 TV. Dusty, welcome. And I heard Dusty Baker was coming. I'm going to be honest with you. I was envisioning somebody different, but
slightly. Yeah. Just a little bit. You know, we'll get right ahead of this here. I think a lot of people will probably want to know what that connection is. There is, in fact, a connection. First of all, guys, just thankful to be a part of this team. Obviously, what a legacy King 5 has here. So let's go to that. First of all, yes, my name is Dusty Baker, and I am named after the man himself. In fact, I was carried over the fence to him when I was about 4 months old. I am a TCU alum. I grew up in Los Angeles, came over here from Louisville, and you see right there, that might be a very familiar face. I'm engaged to a fellow King 5 employee.
Yeah.
Miss Madeline Carter, soon to be Madeline Baker. There's a national championship right there. We don't talk about what happened after that. Went to the national championship, speaking of which, this past year. Covered a lot of different local teams in Louisville, including Indiana. We call that, Chris, I think you got the name for it. Kentuckiana, yeah. Right. I do, however, have a local connection here. My brother went to UW. I, in fact, worked at UW as well 10 years ago. So It is nice to be back in the P&W. And I still have plenty of family, friends as well in the area. And yes, I had the chance to go to good old Safeco Field. Now, of course, T-Mobile, and grew up falling in love with this ballpark, this city. And all the pieces have come together. And now, part of the team here at King 5. And I also have taken a passion for sports betting, and specifically being a Kentucky, that meant the Kentucky Derby betting. And so naturally, I'm taking that and hopefully that talent here. And so with that being said, I'm going to go over solo bets, parlays, and maybe even props in general. That will be for our King of the Bet. Maybe I'll be able to wear a crown, or you guys can just simply roast me over time. So
you're going to make us some money, is what you're saying.
That's the goal. That's the goal here. And Chris, let's start first of all with our first King of the Bets of this show. We're going to make it easy for everybody here. So we're going to be talking about those Offensive Player of the Years because, yes, JSN got that trophy mixed up right there. So let's take a look at our top three. It's Jahmyr Gibbs, the Detroit running back. He's the favorite right now at plus 750 odds. So that means for a $10 bet, you get $75 if he hits and he gets that award. His 24-year-old, of course, coming off over 1,000 yards rushing at 1,223 to be exact. He also had 616 yards receiving, 18 total touchdowns. Many people have him as the top pick in the upcoming fantasy football season. The second highest odds going to the Falcons running back Bijan Robinson at 9-to-1 odds. $10 bet pays you $90. The 24-year-old coming off 1,478 yards rushing. He ranked fourth in that category, and he had 820 receiving yards, the highest among running backs. He had 11 total touchdowns. So going to be interesting. You have two running backs leading the pack, the third highest being Jamar Chase, a receiver for the Bengals. 10-to-1 odds, $10 pays $100 if you bet on him. 26-year-old put up 1,412 yards receiving despite not having Joe Burrow for the majority of last year. 8 touchdown receptions following a 17 TD season. So where does the man who won the offensive, and I guess you could say the defensive player of the year award fall? Well, JSN's getting 15-to-1 odds. $10 pays $150. Guys, would that be a good bet right now? It seems like that may be. Those are currently the 6th highest odds in the league, sitting behind Puka Nacua and Christian McCaffrey. JSN, of course, leading the league last year with 1,793 yards receiving, paired with 10 TDs, 119 total receptions, and then they handed him the misspelled trophy. Terrible. Last time a player that won the Offensive Player of the Year award in back-to-back years was Marshall Faulk. He won it in 3 consecutive years from 1999 to 2001.
Well, I mean, you want JSN up close and personal, Ariel. I mean, and Damon Heward talked on the show about just his hands, his ability to go get the ball. I don't see that as a bad bet. with Sam Darnold throwing on the ball again this year.
No, and it's his speed and elusiveness too that really separates JSN from the pack. I think it was Damon who said it, that you can have him in the slot, you can have him on the outside, and really you're kind of taking, there's a threat in either way, and that's again that elusiveness that you get from JSN. It's not a bad bet. I'm not a betting person, but I imagine he's gonna finish somewhere in those final rankings.
If you do, maybe you'll become one of those
decent
alumni that can give millions to your football
there you
team,
go.
right?
Hey, you know what? I think that when I start becoming a betting person and
that starts right now.
and making millions, I think I'm going to give to some other charities first before I give back to the U.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Very nicely done.
Love that. Love that. Went to the national championship, saw the U as well.
Take me through your picks here. Who do you like out of the
Well, I mean, obviously, I do like that JSN bet as well. When you look at the long shots, by the way, I do want to talk about KW3. He's 30-1 odds to win that trophy. And then Sam Darnold's 150-1 odds. So if you really believe in Sam to come back this year and have a big year, those are some pretty good odds. I like JSN. I'm not just saying that because I'm a homer or that I'm starting out here. I really do like that buy. I think that money works out in the buyer's favor. I also did like Puka Nacua, by the way, though, with his odds. That was worth 11-1 odds. So I don't think the city will like me for that. So
it's not that the city won't like you. I think that he's going to be a train wreck.
Hey, he might be.
Happens.
He might be. All the social media, but guess what? The guy does play football pretty dang well.
Speaking of social media, I did get a tweet when you announced you were coming to King 5 that we get Dusty Baker, Kentucky gets Zoom Diallo. So,
yes, that's the trade-off. I think Kentucky won that trade. I think it's safe to say.
We are happy to have you here, my friend.
Hey, it's a
Great to have
pleasure.
you aboard.
Thank you guys for having me, and can't wait to see what the future holds here at King.
Going to be fun. That will do it for King of the Bet. When we return, our final drive of the FIFA World Cup just 26 days away. Plus, we're going to head to Tacoma, and we'll talk some Seattle Storm as well. We'll be right back.